Welcome to my video on file handling. In this video I am going to demonstrate a C++ program to perform add, display, modify and delete operations on a file using class object. So let us see how to write such type of file handling program. So this is the C++ program which is created in Dev C++ compiler. Before explaining this program, I would like to demonstrate you the output of this particular program. So let us run this program first and see what output this program generates. First of all, I will select this, the menu is displayed. In this menu there are 6 options: add new record, display all records, display particular record, delete record, update or modify record and exit. Now some records are already added to the file, and I will show you to display all records there is option second. So I will enter 2. So this is the output of display all records. So these are the records. 4 items are already added into the file stock.dat having this item code, name and quantity, and with column heading like code, name and quantity. And this output, if you see, it is aligned, vertically aligned, that is vertically right justified, and it is adjusted with the help of set field width using setW function. I will show you in the program how to format such type of output. Then after displaying this, it will display press any key to continue, that is press any key for main menu. So I will press any key, again menu will be displayed. Now let us add the new record using one option, and now I will add new record, let us say 555, and suppose the item number is, let us say, motherboard, and quantity 50. So like this the motherboard item is added. I will say yes. One more item I want to add, let us say 666 item number, let us say the printer is the next item, and quantity is suppose 15, and add more record. I will say now no. So like this I have added 2 more items. Previously there were 4 items. Now these 2 more new items are added. Let us display all records. So second item, that is second option is displaying all records. See now you can see here previous 4 records plus new added 2 records. You can see here motherboard and printer entries are available. So like this option number 1, option number 2 are working finely. Let us go for searching particular record, that is display particular record. So I will enter option number 3, display particular record, or you may give option that search record or search item also, and it will ask to item code to search. So I will enter item code, suppose 444, and it will display the item code 444 is of monitor and its quantity is 10. And now suppose while displaying item, suppose if the item is not available, then it will what it displays, let us see. So I will enter again option number 3 and item to search. Suppose here I will enter 999, which item, this item is code is not available in the file. Let us see what it displays. So item not found. So that particular care is also taken here in this program, that if the item code which is entered not available in the file, then the program will display the message item not found. Now let us display, after that fourth option is delete record. Now before deleting record, I will show you the existing records, that is with option number 2, display all records. So these are the records available, and suppose I delete second record, that is table. I want to delete table entry, that is 222. This is the item code, because we will require item code to delete. So now I will delete this table entry, that is item number 222. So let us enter option number 4 for delete record. It will ask to enter item code. So I will enter 222 and enter. So now the message is not displayed that item, that particular item is deleted, and press any key to for main menu. let us display now all records and let us check whether the item is deleted or not. Yes, now previously there were 6 records, now only 5 records are there, and item number 222 is absent here because it is successfully deleted. So like this, delete record option is also working fine here. Let us go for update record and or modify record by entering option number 5. So again it will ask to enter the item code to modify. Suppose I want to update item number 444. Here it will ask to enter the item number of items issued. So I am updating this particular record against item issued, and suppose I enter 5 and now the item will be updated, and let us check whether it is updated or not. Yes, 444. Previously this number of monitors were 15, now they are 5. 10, now they are 5 because 5 are minus. Again I will show you one more option. Suppose 555 is the motherboard having 50 quantity. Let us issue 5 motherboards and check whether it is updated or not. So I will again select update option number 5, and let us say it is 555, and now I will enter 5. This 555 item is a motherboard, and 5 motherboards are issued. Now let us check. Yes, now see the 4th number entry 555 motherboard 45. Previously it was 50, now it is showing 45, means the quantity is updated successfully. So like this you can do the updation, that is against subtraction also or addition also, depending on your problem definition. I will press any key for main menu. Now exit option is there. Before exit I will show you if any other option is entered. Suppose I am entering 9 option, and let us see what happens. Here it will show you current option, press any key for main menu. So like this, that is incorrect option is also taken care of here in this particular program. Now I will select option number 6 to exit the program. So like this, this is the output of the program in which I displayed the menu having 6 options, and one by one I showed all the options are working finely. And now like this, you have to write your program for developing your micro project. Now let us go for the actual code. So how I write the program for this particular thing. Now here many header files are included here: iostream, fstream, iomanib, stdio.h, connr.h, stdlv.h. iostream is used for your simple input output, that is scene and cout. fstream is used for your opening file, closing file, read from file, write from file. So for all these functions, iomanip is used for your setw function, endl, okay, for end of line. stdio.h is used for your get, that is other function like flush all, that is to clear the buffer memory. connr.h is used for get ch function, that is used to wait for a key press, and stdlv.h is used, I am used the system function for clearing the screen. So like this, these are the 6 header files I require here in this particular program, because I am using various functions from these header files. Now the class is defined with item name, and there are 3 data members: code, name and quantity. Then in public section there are 3 member functions: get item, which is used to accept the values of these 3 data members, code, name and quantity. Put item is used to details of items in horizontal line format. Then get code is used for returning the item code. So here this is the function definition of get code. It is simply returning the item code, okay, which is required for deletion and display particular record and modify record, etc. And here one more function is there, that is update quantity, which accept one argument num, which is nothing but the quantity to be updated, and the quantity will be updated against this num, that is quantity qty minus qty is equal to qty minus num, and it is used to update the record, okay. And this I have updated only quantity. If you want to update other data members also, you can write those statements for the updations whatever you want. and end of the class. Now after that, now let us define the function get item, in which using simply cout and cin, I accepted the values of item code, then item name and quantity. Here the f flush std in is used before accepting the name, that is a string type of data, so that there will be the correct the buffer will be cleared and the appropriate string will be stored. The next member function is put item, and here it is displaying the data members with field width, that is set w. This is the function used, set w6. 6 is the field width, and code will be displayed with the field width 6, name will be displayed with field width 15, and quantity will be displayed with field width 6. And like this, all these three entities will be displayed in a single line, and at the end there will be end of line. Then there are some external functions which are not the part of class, that is there is function add record to add the new record, show record to display a particular record, show all function to display all records, delete record is used to delete a particular record, and modify record function for updating or modifying particular record in the file. Then in all these functions we require two types of objects that are it object of item class and file object of fstring class. So normal class object, that is item class object, is it, and file is the file stream object, which are both are used in all these 5 functions which are declared above. Now let us go for the main function. In main function I require this one local variable option for the menus, entering the menu. Then I will set the loop while 1 means while true. Unless and until this while condition is not false, this loop will continue, and when it becomes false, then it will terminate. First of all, I will clear the screen before displaying the menu. So to clear the screen, cls, this command is included, is called using the system function. System means operating system command. So whenever you want to execute operating system command, that time you can use this system function, and into bracket into quotes you can specify that command. So cls is the clear screen command at operating system level. Then using number of couts, I displayed this menu with 6 options: add new record, then display all records, display particular record, delete record, update or modify record, and exit. And then below that I have accepted the option number using the variable option. So enter option number, scene option. So option variable I am using for accepting the choice of the menu, that is a menu option. And then I will switch on this enter option, and depending on the option value, that is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, the action will be taken, and that action is specified in the cases. The first case is of adding the record, so I will call this add record function here, and then press any key for main menu, that we have seen in the output that after execution of certain option, that this message is being displayed, press any key for main menu. And then there is it is waiting for key press, and that is due to this get ch. So this get ch function is called from con.io.h header file, and then at the end there is the break. So like this, at the end of every case, this message press any key for main menu and get ch is there, and like this function call and message and get ch, like this. This is the pattern. You can see here in the case 2, function call to display records. So before displaying the records, I displayed the column headings, that is first column heading is code, second column heading is name, third column heading is qty, that is quantity, and they are displayed using the field width 6, field width 15, field width 6. This field width is same as that of in the member function put item. While displaying the values, the same field width are used, and here also while displaying the column headings, the same field width are used. So like this, here column headings are formatted using these horizontal lines and etc. Then here there is a show all function actually called, which will display all records. and then as usual here there is a message and get ch to waiting for the key press. Then case 3 is for displaying particular record. For that the function is called show record, and then again the message for press any key and get ch. Fourth case is for deleting a record. Here I have called delete record function, and then after deleting a record it will display the message press any key and get ch will wait for key press. Similarly, case 5 is for modify record. The function is called to modify record, and the message and get ch break. Then case 6 is exit. For that exit 0, this function is used. So this function is from stdlib.h header file, and then default case is there if the user entered any option number which is not from 1 to 6, then it will display this particular message incorrect option, press any key to for main menu, get ch and break. And then here there is a end of switch and then end of while. So unless and until this 6 option is not entered, this particular loop will not get terminated, and this loop will get terminated directly using exit function, which is mentioned here in the under the case number 6. So and then return 0 and end of the main function. So this is the main function in which just menu is displayed, and for using switch case every option action is specified by calling the respective function to perform the operation on the file. Now let us go for each and every all these 5 functions one by one. So void add record. So here this is the first function which is used to add the record, and here the first of all this ch variable which is initialized with the y value, because we are accepting from the user whether you want to add more records, yes or no, so that is y or n. So that y is initialized first. Then file dot open, using open function file stock.dat is open in append mode and binary mode. So iOS app means append mode and iOS binary means binary mode, and 2 modes are combined together with the help of this bitwise OR operator. And once this file is opened, then the loop is set, and here the while loop is set, and unless and until the user is entering y, that may be small y or capital Y, the loop will continue, and if user enter any other character than other than y, then loop will terminate. Now within this loop, now here the get atom, this particular member function is called using it object. So it.getAtom, it will accept the values for data members in the it object, and then write function will write this RT object into the file. So like this file.write will write the object into the file which is opened using open function. Okay, so here file is representing the file object of stock.dat file. Then it will display the message that is add more records y or n, that is yes or no, and using this ch variable accepted the choice from the user whether user want to add or more record or not. Then this ch, as per the ch, again this is end of while, it will go above, and here that in the while condition it will check whether that value of ch is y or not. If it is y, it will continue. If it is not y, it will terminate, and after that termination it will close the file and end of the function. So like this function will add a new record in the file as per user's choice. The next function is display all records, and for that there is a function show all. This show all function is defined here. The first step is open the file in input mode and binary mode. So stock.dat header file, stock.dat, this data file is opened in input mode and binary mode. So as we are going to display the records from file, so it is a read operation, and for read operation the file mode is in mode, iOS in, and it is a binary file, that's why iOS binary mode is there. So like this, the file is the file stream object which opens the stock.dat file, and now the stock.dat file will be represented by the object file. Now here first of all the if condition is there to check whether the file is existing or not. If not file, that is if the open function returns false value, then the file is not existing and the message will be displayed file not found, and it will exit from the program. If the file found, then else part will execute. Now in the else part, the first step is the file is open, already open in the read mode. Now let us read from the file and get into the object. So this the record will be read from the file and that record will be stored in the IT object. Now it will set the loop up to the end of file. So this is not file.eof. eof is a function which is called using file stream object to check whether the end of file is encountered or not, and this loop will continue unless and until the end of file is not encountering within this loop. Now what is there, it will display after reading the object using read function. The record is available in the IT object. Now that object will call the put item function and the object will be displayed in the record format, that is horizontal format that we have already seen how put item is displaying the data items in horizontal manner, column wise fashion. And then again next record will be read and again it will be displayed, again next record will be read, again it will be displayed using put item, and this will continue unless and until end of file is not encountered. When end of file will encounter, this while loop will be terminated and here the file will be closed and the function will also be terminated. Now next is void show function. Now this show record is for displaying a particular record or for searching a particular record based on item code. So here two local variables are required. One is no, which represents the item code to search, and flag is equal to 0. The flag is required whether the record found or not found. So first of all, let us open the file in input mode because we are going to read from the file, and stock.dat file is opened in input mode, that is iOS on in and in binary mode. Then again here there is a if condition to check whether the file exists or not. If the file does not exist, then it will display file not found, and it is checked using if condition, that is if the value of this file object is false, then this message will be displayed. If it is true, then else part will execute. In the else part, now let us go for searching the particular item. So for that, first of all, let us accept the item code to search from the user, and that is in the form of no, C in no. So the user want to search the particular item, that will enter the item code and it will be stored in no variable. Then the file record will be read using read function. So read function is called using file stream object file.read, and as per the syntax here object is specified IT, means the from file the record will be read and it will be stored in this IT object. Now again the loop is set up to the end of file while not file.eof, that this particular loop will continue up to the end of file. Now first of all the condition will be checked. Now here the record is to be searched and that to be displayed, means there are n number of records. Out of n number of records, only one record will match this particular code, and then it will be displayed. So here it is assumed that all these item codes are unique. There is no repetition of the item codes. Initially, that if this condition is true, means what? The item code entered by the user, that is no, is matching with the item code from the object. Now how to get the item code from the object? So for that we already defined the getCode member function in our class, and this getCode function is going to return the item code, and this getCode function is the member function, and that's why it is being called by the IT object as it.getCode. So like this it.getCode will return the item code and that will be compared with no, and if it is matching, means that item code found in the file, and the flag will be set to 1, that is item code is found, and then that particular item is displayed by using this it.putItem, and before that it is displayed in the form of column, that is a tabular format in 3 column format, code, name and quantity using the field width 6, 15 and 6. And like this, here 3 values will be displayed in column mode, and then the break statement will occur that if the record found, it is not required to search further records in the file, and that's why the loop will be breaked here before going to end of file. If not found, then it will read the next record and again go back and again check whether the number is matching with the atom code or not, and like this loop will continue unless and until that number and atom code is not matching. And at the end of this particular loop, then it will check whether the flag is 0. When the value of flag will be 0, if none of the item is matched with the entered atom code, means that atom is not available in the file, and then the value of flag we already initialized at the beginning. Here I will show you. See here, flag is equal to 0. Okay, so the value of flag is 0 at the beginning of the function, and if the item is found, then we are making it 1. And if the item not found throughout the file, the item value of flag will remain 0, and that will be checked here. That is, if the value of flag remains 0, then item not found, this particular message will be displayed, and then the file will be closed. Okay, so like this, here this particular function, that is show record, will search a particular record against the entered item code and will display it. Then let us go for next function, that is the delete function, void delete record. So here delete record, this is the function. Again, similar to your search record, we will require atom code. So int no, that is no variable is required, that is representing the atom code entered by the user to search or to delete. So let us accept the atom code to delete, that is C in no, and for that we will require one additional file stream object, and that is file2 I am using. So OF stream file2, that is the output file stream object is there, because I am going to handle one more file in this particular function, and that is new.dat, and for that I will use this file2, and for our existing file stock.dat I will use the file, that is the file stream object. So 2 objects are there, one is file for the old file and file2 for the new file. First of all, let us open the new file in output mode, that is the file2.open. The new file name is new.dat. This is a temporary file which is used for this particular delete operation. iOS out, that is open in the output mode, that is for writing operation in the binary mode as well. So 2 modes are there, out mode and binary mode. Then open the file, existing file, that is stock.dat in input mode. So here 2 files are there, stock.dat file is open in input mode and new.dat is open in the output mode. From stock.dat we are going to read a record, and that record we are going to write into the new.dat file. So like this, here 2 files are simultaneously operated using 2 file stream objects, file and file2. Now let us check whether the existing file is available or not using this if condition. If this condition, that is if the open function fails, then it will return false value and it will display file not found message, and it will exit from the program. If the file found, then it will go in the else part, and here the file will read, the file object will read record from the file and stored into the ITO object, and then again the loop will be set up to the end of file, that is file not file dot while not file dot EOF. So it will check whether the EOF is encountered or not. If EOF, that is end of file, is not encounter, the loop will continue, and when end of file encounters, the loop will stop. So first of all, here again the get code function will return the item code from the IT object, and it will check, it will match with the entered item code by the user. If it is not matching, means if the entered item code is not matching with the item code of object IT, means that particular record is not required to delete. So the record which is not matching with the item code, that record we are going to write into another file, that is new.dat, using file2 stream object. So file2.write ampersand IT. So this particular IT object I am going to write into the another file, that is file 2, which is nothing but new.dat file. So like this, from stock.dat file the record is read, and into the new.dat the record is written. Which record? The record of which the atom code is not matching with the atom code entered by the user. And then it will read next record, and again it will go back and repeat the same thing again and again up to the end of file. So whenever the end of file will encounter, what will happen? All the records that are not matching with the enter atom code will be copied from the stock.dat header stock.dat file and will be written into the new.dat file. And in this way the record which is to be deleted will be skipped, that will remain in the stock.dat file, but it will not be available in the new.dat file. For example, in stock.dat file there are suppose 100 records, and the one record is having that atom code to be deleted, that is NO, and except that record all other records, 99 records, will be read from the stock.dat and written into the new.dat. So like this, one file will not be read and that will not be written into new.dat, the file which is to be deleted. Now in this way the files operations are over. Let us close both files, file2.close, file.close. Now here these are the two operations, remove stock.dat and rename new.stock.dat. Now just I told you that now the records which are not matching with the entered atom code are now written into the new.dat. Means the record to be deleted is not available in the new.dat. So that file we have to preserve, and the previous file we want to remove. Remove means delete. So remove stock.dat will delete this particular file. Like this, our old file will be deleted, and now our all records are available except one in the new.dat file. We will give the name of old file, that is stock.dat file, to the new.dat. So like this, the new.dat file will be renamed as stock.dat file. So like this, previously in the stock.dat file there were suppose 100 records, and now after renaming there will be only 99 records. So means indirectly the one record is deleted from the file. So in this way the delete operation is performed using one temporary file, that is new.dat. The last function is modify function, that is modify record. Here also the same, that is we will require one atom code to search which record you want to modify, that is which atom you want to modify, that is number is required, that is atom number, and num, that is nothing but the quantity to update. So what quantity is issued? So here I am considering quantity is issued. So here first of all I will accept atom code to modify, that is value of NO, C in NO. Then I will accept number of atoms to issued, number of atoms issued, that is value is accepted in num variable. So these are the two local variables. NO represents atom code, num represents quantity issued, number of atoms issued. So let us open the file stock.dat in two modes. Now because here modify operation is there, so first of all I am going to perform read operation on the file. So I will read the record file, get into the object, then I will modify that object or update that object, and again that updated object will be written back into the file. So read as well as write, both operations are to be performed on this particular stock.dat file, and the file is in binary mode. So that's why three modes are there: iOS in, iOS out, and iOS binary, and they are combined together using bitwise OR operator. So first of all let us check whether the file is opened or not by checking if not file. If this condition is that is file is not opened, then it will display the message file not found and it will exit from the program. If the file is available, then it will open the file in read mode, already open in the read and write mode, and now the from file using read function the record is read. So file.read, and the record will be read into this IT object, and this while file.read, this particular condition while loop is set, if the file dot read is true, means the record is read successfully from the file. If the record is not read from the file, means end of file is encountered. So whenever the end of file is encountered, the read operation will not continue, and if the end of file is not encountered, the read operation will continue. So this is another way to check the end of file. In the delete and modify operation, we have used file.uf function. Here that function is not used. Instead of that, directly the read function can be used like this within the while loop. Then let us check whether the entered item code is matching with the item code of IT object. So get code will return the item code, and it will match with NO. If it is matching, then that is our required record to update. Now update it by calling the update quantity function. So in our class we have update quantity function, and that will update the quantity as quantity is equal to quantity minus num. So the num will be passed here to this function as an actual argument, and that will be deducted from the original quantity. So like this quantity will be updated, and now this updated quantity we are going to write into the file from where it was read. So when you perform the read operation, the pointer move ahead by one record ahead. Suppose I read record number 5, and after reading record number 5, the pointer will move to record number 6, and now I want to write the record again at the same position, that is at record number 5. So I have to go back by one record position back, and for that the size of record is required, and our record is nothing but our object. And so first of all, let us find the size of object, that is size of IT. Our object name is IT, size of IT. It will represent the number of it will return the number of bytes required for that record or object, that is stored in the again another local variable pos, that is a position. Then there is a file.seekp. Seekp means here seek put pointer. P means put pointer, which is used for write operation. So whenever the operation is performed on the write operation is performed on the file, that is put pointer is moving according to that, and seekp, this function will move that particular put pointer at the specified position. So this is the position, that is from current position one position back minus pos. Minus pos means what is the value of pos? The value of pos is nothing but size of IT, that is the number of bytes required for one object. One object means one record. So like this it will set the pointer at one record back, and then at that particular position write operation will be performed, that is file.write. So that updated IT object will be written into the at the same position which is pointed by this seekp pointer, and like this the record is updated successfully. And now close the file and then end of the function. So like this, all these 5 operations I have explained here in this particular program, and the output is already shown to you, and you easily write your own C++ program to solve your micro project problem. Let us hope you understood how to write a C++ program to add, display, add, delete and update records in a file. Thank you for watching my video.